Colin Walker. You know how we do, baby. I'm back with another fantasy video. Yo, guys, what's good, man? This weekend, or let's say this week, was a crazy week. This is probably gonna be my longest video for the fantasy, so everyone sit tight and enjoy, because this is the last week before playoffs. So I gotta break every single thing down for y'all. Like, I might even do a part 2 video, but I might just make this video long. So like, sit back and enjoy it. But I need to break everything down for y'all, because when I'm telling you I'm inside a league full of scammers and 419 con artists, I kid you not. Like everyone tries to paint me as this dictatorial role, but I'm not. I'm really a partial guy. But this is how it is right here. So me and Larry did the big trade. James Harden, Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's a massive trade, right? So we did that trade. That's a beautiful trade. It's a fair trade in my opinion, right? And then I made this move right here. Blockbuster move. I said playoffs are coming up. My team isn't performing the way it needs to perform, so I need to do something. So I sacrificed Porzingis, Embiid, and Kevin Durant for Westbrook. In my opinion, I think that was a good trade for me, because yes, Embiid is going crazy in real life right now. Yes, Porzingis is playing his basketball right now. But at the end of the day, the way my team is, it just wasn't working for me. It really wasn't working, and I needed to like break up my team and just do something. I also added Devontae Graham, and then bang, I'm out with the lads. We're walking down on downtown. We're right in front of the ledge. I look at my phone. I'm just like, yo, you guys see this trade? Larry just sent me this trade. So I want you guys to, let's take a rewind. I traded him, James Harden, for Antetokounmpo. He now gives me back Antetokounmpo for Clint Capella and Kemba Walker. I would be a fool not to accept that trade, my guys. He gave me back what I traded for. So now I have James Harden and Antetokounmpo, right? I'm just like, best believe I'm taking that. Yo, and guys, don't forget, every single day I've been praying for better days, and they're coming slowly. I added TJ McConnell. David dropped these guys, right? I added DeAndre Jordan. Never add him. He's a waste, man. PJ, to me, he's a G. Even though he has these games here and there, you know what I'm trying to say. And then David dropped Boucher, right? And this is where everything gets tricky. Before David dropped Boucher, I had mentioned inside the group chat at least 2 to 3 times, can you please reduce your bench? Because this guy was doing fraud. He was trying to... Okay, everyone knows playoffs is coming up. So tell me why this guy is stacking up his bench, basically doing scientific lab experiments with the players on his bench to see who's good and who's not. Tell me how that's fair, right? That's not fair, that's cheating. Because the only reason why our bench spaces are 12 is because I can't reduce them. The reason why I couldn't reduce them is because Daniel and my brother Cornelius were doing the fraud in the first place, so I couldn't reduce it right away, which is why we're stuck with the 12 bench spaces. And the thing is that I trusted everyone to not mess around and just, okay, let's agree on the bench. We agreed on 6, right? Daniel, Cornelius, okay, they were joking around with it and being funny with it, right? Everyone took that as a joke. But now it's like, if I don't make a punishment now and we go into playoffs where the real money is on the line, these guys are gonna act funky and someone might not catch it. So it's like they could probably quickly just add a player for the day and then drop them for the day, and someone might not realize it, and then that's how they win a matchup, right? So I penalized David and Larry, and I'm gonna explain it right now. So David dropped Boucher after in the group chat. I mentioned 2 to 3 times, can you please drop these players, right? I then messaged him privately to please drop them. He even tried to trade me for this guy, and I'm just like, that's fraud to begin with. He now picks up Paul Pierce. Larry picks up Joe Ingles. Now look at this. These guys already have 6 bench spaces, and they're picking up players to do this trade, right? So David already has an oversized bench, right? he still picks up Paul Pierce to make it even more oversized. I don't care if Paul Pierce is playing or not. Larry already has his match bench. He picks up Joe Ingles so that they can make this trade. And for me, that was the final straw, because it's like once you start doing that and start doing moves like that, it's unfair for me. It's unfair for the rest of the players inside the fantasy, because let's be real, when Daniel had his oversized bench, he wasn't actually picking up players to make trades with other players and gain an advantage. He wasn't doing that. Daniel was just doing it just to be funny, right? He wasn't using the players he picked up to make a trade. You know what I mean? When Cornelius did it, Cornelius didn't trade with any players, even though he was playing Matthew a bye week, right? But Matthew being a bye week doesn't dispose the fact of what Cornelius did, right? He was playing Matthew, but Cornelius never picked up those players and started trading with people to gain better players or to gain an advantage. What these guys have done is absolute fraud. Like, this is absolute fraud. Like, this is actually what you call cheating. When you pick up someone, even though you have a max bench, and then you get someone else, it's actually what you call cheating. So I'm just like, nah, I'm not having it. They have to reduce their bench sizes to... They have to reduce it to 5. And the thing is, yeah, I'm gonna say this right now, yeah. Hats off to Chris and Matthew, right? Because, like, those two are the only ones that never gave my man trouble. They never gave my man trouble. You know what I'm trying to say? They never gave me trouble. Like, the rules for them was like, they just followed it. Simple suit, right? Cornelius and Daniel too, they were just being funny, that's what I say. They were just being jokesters, right? But hats off to Chris and Matthew, because they never once breached any rule. Even hats off to myself too. Because what these guys don't understand is that I can literally set every rule, pick up stuff, block, put a lock on the rule, everything in my favor, and they can't do nothing. I never did it. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Larry has his 5 bench spaces. So thank you, Larry, for respecting the commissioner. Let me see David's team. I doubt David. Let's see. Let me just see. Maybe before I make my assumptions, let me just see. So wait. Listen, yeah. This injury thing doesn't matter. Look, this guy's not even injured. So I'm going to count Miles Turner too, because Miles Turner's not injured. He has to activate Miles Turner. He has to, right? So he has 1, 2, 3. So we're going to minus 3 from his bench. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So right now he has the 5 too. So thank you, David, as well, for respecting the commissioner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 minus 3 is 5, right? Now that's out the way. Listen, I didn't want to do that to my guys. I love these guys, and I believe that everyone deserves the same treatment. You know what I'm trying to say? Everyone deserves the same treatment, and no one has to be bypassed. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, at the end of the day, like, this is fun, but there's money on the line, my guys. And when there's money on the line, best believe that we have to take it seriously, my guys. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't want to get too analytical about my team right now. We do that at the end, because you already know what's good, my guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I got what? Oh wait, dang. Even me. I need to drop someone because I picked up this geezer. But yeah. The next thing on the list. Hold tight with me, my guys. Okay, so I realized there's something funky about this schedule. I want to know why there's something funky about the schedule? Because I switched the standings, if that makes sense. So on the standings, right, I switched me and Matthew, right? So because I switched me and Matthew, yo, dang, Daniel's 9 and 7. Could he beat Larry, this pagan? So this week is actually important, bro. Let me refocus. Oh my, that means Chris and Daniel are gonna play each other, so I have to win this week, because I don't want to play against Cornelius. Because right now it's 1 and 8, 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5. But that means I'm on the same side. Okay, let me not talk about that. So so I switched me and Matthew, right? So that means when we go look at the schedule, right now, I'm playing against Chris again. I just played against Chris right here, and I got my arse whooped. I just played against Chris, right? So that's not fair. I can't play against Chris again. So this is what I did, my guys. Because I already know you guys are going to be like, before I even try and change anything, right? I looked at who has played who and how much times people have played people. David got to play Fred 2 times, my guy. So basically, yeah, let me go back to the standings. This guy got an extra win playing against a bye week, my guys. He played Fred 2 times. He played Fred 2 times, meaning that he got an extra win from a bye week, if that makes sense. So this is what I did, right? All the blue is the current matchup, right? So if I play against Chris again, that means I played him. I'm gonna play him twice, right? I'm gonna play him twice, but I've already played him twice, if that makes sense. Because look, Colin has played, I did home and away, right? So if you're here, this is home, this is away. So Colin played Chris 2 times at home. Chris is about to play Colin 2 times at home. That means I'm gonna play Chris 4 times, my guy. When Cornelius has only played me once at home, right? And I've only played, that's what I'm saying? And I've only played Cornelius once at home. But yeah, I'm gonna play Chris 4 times. So imagine that I'm playing Chris 4 times in this fantasy, right? And that's what I'm trying to say, like, I need to figure out how to change it. Or maybe I'm reading that wrong, but I don't think I'm reading that wrong. Because look, right here it says I played him twice. Right here it says he played me twice, right? Cornelius has played Matthew twice, right? Matthew has played Cornelius twice. That means these guys, if they play again this week, they'll play each other 4 times as well. So something needs to be changed. Now I'm trying to say, like, I'm not trying to cheat or try and make it an advantage for me, but I just don't see how it's fair where me and Chris, who are literally what? Me and Chris are, I'm 8-8. I'm 8-8, he is 8-8. We are now gonna play each other again. For what? When we just played each other again and players about to start. It's not fair when David's played this. David's played the bye week twice. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, it's not fair. So it's not like I'm trying to cheat or be like, oh, because these guys are gonna, I already know these guys are gonna come with that next level nonsense. Daniel's played Larry at home twice, right? Larry's played Daniel at home once. So they've played each other 3 times, right? Daniel's played David twice. David's played Daniel. That will be, if they play again, that'll be 3 times, right? And who is, I need to see the schedule for the week. And now the schedule's on there, but like it's easier if I, so basically I'm gonna change this week's schedule. I'm changing this week's schedule because I can't play Chris. Right? How much times has Chris played Larry? Larry has played Chris once. Chris has played Larry once. That's it right there. I'm gonna change that to that. Chris versus Larry, because they've only played each other home once. That means they've only played each other twice. And I'm trying to say. So Chris against Larry. How do I change the schedule? Listen, if you guys wanna like let me know, like, yo, it's not fair or anything, just let me know and I'll change it. But at the end of the day, schedule. Wait, can I not change the schedule? Regular season setup. Are you serious? Nah. You can view your head-to-head schedule here. I want to change it though. I can change it. I just have to click edit. So I'm gonna make Larry play Chris. Switch teams. Ta-da! Alright. Fred has played Colin once. Colin has played Fred once, right? But let's be real. Matthew's played me twice, right? Colin has played Matthew once. That's 3 times already. Colin has played David once. David has played Colin once. I think that's it right there. But let me look again. Colin's played Cornelius once. Cornelius has played Colin once. So I could play against Cornelius if I wanted to as well. Colin has played against Fred. Colin's played against Matthew once. Matthew played against Colin twice, so I can't play Matthew. Colin's played Daniel once. Daniel has played Colin once. Colin's played Larry once. Larry has played Colin once. Colin's played David once. David has played Colin once. So my biggest thing, I've played against Chris too much, and I've played against Matthew too much. Those are my two guys. Everyone else I can play against again. I can play against Daniel, Cornelius, or David. Can't play against Larry. I want to play against David, so I want to play against David. David's seed is already locked in. So even if he beats me, it doesn't actually wait. Yeah, David's seed is already locked in because he lost to Larry, so the seed is already locked in. So wait, I forgot. Matthew and I have to look at how much times Matthew and Cornelius has played and how much times David and Daniel's played. Then that's gonna dictate who I actually play against, to be honest, because I have to make it fair. So who's playing? Wait. Matthew versus Cornelius. Matthew's played Cornelius, twice, and Cornelius has played Matthew. Yeah. So if Matthew plays Cornelius again, that would be 4 times, right? And I've played against Matthew once. Matthew played against me twice, 3 times. So right now I would have to play against Cornelius. If I'm making it honestly fair. And then David has played Daniel once. Daniel has played David. This will be the 3rd time. So basically, I have to play against Cornelius because we've only played against each other twice. I played against him home once. He's played against me home once. So we're both away. So I'll go here. Save changes, right? Wait. Switch teams. So right now I'm playing against Cornelius, Chris against Larry, right? Because Chris has played Larry once. Larry's played Chris once, right? So that's fair. You know what I mean? So right now, Matthew will be playing against Fred. How much times has Matthew played Fred? Matthew's played Fred once. Fred has played Matthew once, right? Daniel versus David. Daniel has played David. This will be the 2nd time. David has played Daniel. This will be the 3rd time. So I have to switch that. How many times has Daniel played Matthew? Daniel's played Matthew once. Okay. Matthew has played Daniel once. But then David is going to play against Fred again. How much times has David played against Fred? David has played Fred twice. Fred has played David once. That's 3 times. Wait. David has played Matthew once. Matthew has played David once. That's it. It's Matthew versus David. And then I think Daniel gets Fred. Then Fred has played Daniel once. Daniel has played Fred once. That's it. Everything is completely balanced now. Everything is fair. That's the new matchup for this week. If anyone wants to say anything, you lot just seen the chart I did, man. Man's doing proper things for this draft, man. So if anyone wants to chat, they got serious problems here because I'm making this as fair as possible. I could have given myself Fred and got a bye week, or could have given myself Matthew and got a bye week. But man's proper doing an analytic thing and in it. But yeah. Jesus! I'm 8-8. My guy is 8-8. He's 2nd in the division because head-to-head matchup matters, right? So I'm gonna proper analyze the stats because this is the last week going into the playoffs, and I'm gonna let you guys know what it is. The reason why I told you this matchup right here is propaganda, and I'm gonna explain why and how it's propaganda. Right here, this is Chris's. As you can see, this is my team, right? I have Kevin Durant stats on my team. I have Westbrook stats on my team. I have Porzingis stats on my team, right? I have Capella stats on my team. I have Embiid stats on my team, right? All of this stuff is fake because this is not my actual team, if that makes sense. You guys get what I'm trying to say? Like, this is not my actual team, right? Chris's team, this is not his actual team. If you guys are following and deep in what I'm saying. So, you guys don't actually know what my team actually is like because these numbers right here aren't my actual team's numbers, if that makes sense. They're not my actual team's numbers. Because what happens is, right before you make the trade, the player still plays for your team. And if they have a good game, the numbers go on this team, on his team, and not on my team. So basically, where's Westbrook? Westbrook did 50, 25, and 29, right? Let's just say if you take half of that, half of these numbers, and put them on my team, it goes here. So I'm trying to say, so this matchup right here is not really proper, right? Which is why I can't really give you guys a full breakdown of it. But I'm going to tell you guys this, right? This week, Garland is on my chopping block. TJ, I like TJ. I like TJ. He gives me some weird cool vibes. Aaron Gordon's on my chopping block. I don't like what he does for me. Willie's on the chopping block too. Conley, I actually like Conley. I'm keeping him. I like what's his name? Joe Harris. Terrence Ross, I might drop him. Actually, I probably will drop him. And Gary Trent, I really like Gary Trent. He does the job, right? For Chris's team, he doesn't need to do anything. Chris's team is perfect, right? Chris's team is perfect. Like everyone thinks that when we made the trade with Westbrook that he lost, but I'm telling you guys, Sabonis and Malcolm Brogdon are probably the first two guys I've seen that help each other get triple doubles in the NBA. Because I swear Brogdon passes to Sabonis and Sabonis scores and vice versa. Andre Drummond is finally finding his touch with the Lakers, right? And this is Andre Drummond type of week, but I don't think he played that much. Jimmy Butler had an okay week, but like he only played 99 minutes in 4 games. That's not good, right? Joel Embiid in 1 game for Chris did this. Like I'm telling you guys, Chris's team is disgusting, right? So this matchup doesn't really I can't really give a full thing because it's not really there. See, with Larry and Cornelius, I mean, I said Matthew and Cornelius. I can't with this numbers, bro. But Cornelius is on something now, right? Cornelius' team is crazy, right? I want to make a trade with him, but I don't think he will accept. I wanna trade Antetokounmpo for Jokic. I want Jokic for Antetokounmpo, right? But Curry went crazy for these last 2 weeks, right? He went crazy. 25 3-pointers in 1 week, right? 25 3-pointers in 1 week, right? I feel like after doing the math, Cornelius' team meets up all the numbers, right? To win triple doubles in a week, you need 2. He only got 1. To win double doubles, you need at least 10, right? Blocks is the lowest you can get for blocks is 30 to win. For steals, the lowest is about 40 to win this category if you're playing against someone with a real team. With assists, you need about 200 if you're playing against someone good. Rebounds, minimum you can do is about 270, right? And 3-pointers, Cornelius, like 99, like you ain't getting better than that. Like honestly, like he had my Tim Hardaway Jr., which it pains me because he used to get me 3-pointers, right? But I'll say for Cornelius' team, like he has good like 5 blocks, 4 blocks, 4 blocks, 3 blocks. I don't think he needs to add anything. If anything, he needs more assist. By the end of the day, like his team is still really solid. His team is still really solid. Like you could say he needs more assists or more steals or whatnot, but like his team is good at what he's good at. Matthew's team Matthew needs to make trades, but he's not going to make trades. And the thing is, if Matthew makes the right trades, he can transform his team. But Matthew doesn't want to make any trades, so I'm not analyzing his team because if Matthew literally traded Kawhi Leonard, he could probably he could do a 2-for-1 deal for Kawhi Leonard and get someone sick. Where's Damian Lillard? Okay, I think Damian Lillard was injured. LeBron James could be coming back this week or the playoff week. That's key for Matthew for LeBron. LeBron needs to come back end of this week. That's what for Matthew to see how his team looks before playoffs. right? David played against Fred, right? So there's not really much to analyze about David's team, right? But I can say that I don't think he was putting all these players on. He didn't get he didn't get a triple double, right? Which is not good. He didn't meet the 10 benchmark, but he wasn't putting all these players on, so you can't really say too much about David's team. But 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 14, 15, 18, 24, 25. So he got 25, right? So it's like, even though he wasn't putting all these players on, like, it was only off by 2, if that makes sense. So it's like, he can't even make that argument if it's only off by 2, then what? Steals 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16, 19, 26, 31, 33, 35, 41, 45, 48. You see what I'm trying to say? So like him saying he wasn't putting his players on, but the numbers are still that accurate. It's like, come on, my guys. Like the numbers are this accurate, you know what I mean? Like, come on, my guys. But yeah, like I'm gonna say assist. You need at least 200 assists. And I feel like with Davis' team, just looking at it, his team's not good at assist. His team's not good at assists. Not one person got over 20. Okay, Chris Paul, one person got over 25 assists. But look, 0 assists. Only 9, 1. Only 7, 6, 1. He has too much people. If you saw Cornelius' team, Jokic got like 26. Other guys got 25. And like, this is too low for assists, man. It's way too low. Like, you can't be competitive with these assist numbers. You can't. And with the rebounding, you need at least 270. He only got 224, right? He only got 224. And then you guys have to factor in now that his bench is reduced by 5. It's reduced by 1. Not trying to say. So it's like, I don't know. Going into the final week, he's playing against, I forget who he's playing against, but that's scary. And he played against Fred. And then Daniel versus Larry. This matchup was an eye opener. Wait, what's David's record? 12-4. Larry's also 12-4. This matchup shook everyone. But you know what I'm trying to say? But it didn't shook me. You wanna know why? Because Larry, this is the thing, guys. Like, when you're at the top, it's hard being at the top. Because it's lonely. It's lonely being at the top, my guys. It's lonely. Daniel's 9-7. Now he has a better record than me. That Larry's 12-1. He's still first. Overall, he's still first. Him and David are still first, right? This is what happened. He surprisingly lost this. Larry usually wins these two, right? Daniel's obviously gonna lose this because Larry's team is a bunch of scoring nerds, right? They both went over the 270 rebounding cap, so that means their rebounding is great, right? The assist levels, I said you have to beat 200, right? Larry only got 197, so he lost. He lost right there. Steals, these guys were both stealing from the cookie jar. Like, Daniel's team went crazy. Blocks, that's superb. Like, they both over the 30 cap. I still think you need 35 to win. I think 30, 35. Then double doubles. I said 10 is the magic number. Daniel only got 7. Larry got 11. He got the magic. Triple doubles. I said 2 is the magic number. Daniel got the 2. Then scoring. Larry got his usual 1,000 junkie number, right? And I'm gonna tell you this, guys, right? Daniel's got that team that is like, they're not all-star team, but they grind for the badge, bruv. They play for the badge, right? If you look at Daniel's team, the reason why he beat Larry is because everyone's doing everything. Look, 30, 22, 10, 31, 15, 11, 28, 17, 12, 23, 9, 18, 32, 24. You know what I say? Everyone is doing something, bruv. You got a shooting guard almost getting 10 rebounds in a week. You know what I mean? Jamal Murray broke his ACL and he got, you know what I mean? Shout out to say, like, Plumlee only played 60 minutes, but he still did it. Then assist, you're set 2, 7, 4, 24, 21, 22. You see, with Davis' team, he only had Chris Paul 36. Look at Daniel's team. He has 24, 21, 23, like 14. And now he has 13, 18, 19. Now what I'm saying? 41. Then he has the one guy that gets him 41. Then what? 21. That's real assists, you know what I'm trying to say? Now look at steals. 6, 11, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 3, 5, 4, 6, 4, 4. You guys see what I'm trying to say? 1, 2. David's team wasn't like that, right? And then blocks 1, 4, 1, 1, 1, 3. You know what I'm trying to say? Then we look at Larry's team. You guys will see the difference right away. Like, yeah, in the rebound then, did he get the cap? Oh yeah, they both got the cap. So the rebounding Larry was good. Larry was good for rebounding because he took Clint Capella. If you minus that 25 rebounds that Clint Capella gave him, Larry's not reaching this the 270 mark. Because look, Clint Capella, how much rebounds he gave him? Where's Capella? Capella gave him 40 rebounds. If he never made that trade, he's well off in the rebounding. Because Atekumo didn't give him up to, I don't think, 20 rebounds this week. If I didn't make this trade, he's well off. He's well off. Like, he's not even competing in the rebounding. And he even won the rebounding. So if he never got Capella, he's not doing it. Yeah, he got Vukovic, but Vukovic alone can't carry this load, my guys. Then assist numbers is like, he missed the mark by 3, right? But it's like, this guy barely played. And it's like, Larry's team is looking like his old team. And that's scary for Larry, my guys. Because before, Larry's old team would do this and lose all of this. And he basically did that and lost all of this, but just won the double-double. Right? So it's like Larry's team is looking like his old team, and that's not a good sign because now I think Donovan Mitchell's out. He's out for some time. But now he's got Jeremy Grant in that fraud trade that he did with David, right? So like Larry's team's looking like his old team, right? So if we look at the schedule now, let's look at this before we look at the playoff bracket, right? This week's schedule, right? You got Matthew against David, right? I want to say Matthew can win this week. If LeBron James comes back this week, I feel like Matthew can win. If Damian Lillard plays, I feel like Matthew can win. But Matthew needs to make some trades. Me versus Cornelius, man. At the end of the day, like I just hope this for me, this matchup is gonna going into playoffs, I think I'm gonna have to play Cornelius first. But going into playoffs, this matchup right here is really gonna let me know what I need to do before the trade deadline. Because the trade deadline is on Sunday, by the way. Daniel gets his bye week. He deserves it. Well end. So Daniel's gonna end with 10-7. So that means he's locked in 4th seed basically. Then Chris versus Larry, right? So me and Chris, whoever wins this matchup plays. Whoever wins their respective matchup plays against Daniel, if that makes sense. And so what Daniel has to do this week, yeah, Daniel has to not think he's playing against Fred, but think he's playing against someone like because right now I'm here, right? So Daniel just needs to ignore Fred and pretend like he's playing against Chris. So every day, don't look at if he's beaten Fred, look at if he's beaten Chris. Then after he sees how his numbers compare with Chris's numbers, then he now makes the adjustments before the trade deadline. Right here, this for me is like, right, me and Cornelius are basically doing round 1 in playoffs. We're doing the mock playoffs, right? So basically, if I win this week and Chris loses, this is what the playoffs is going to look like. If I win and Chris wins, I think head to head, how much times we played each other? Okay, we played each other three times. I think I've beat Chris 2 times. Wait, let's go see. But this is how the playoffs are looking like. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Whoever wins here is beating Larry. Unless Larry makes a trade, these guys' teams, especially Chris's team, but these two guys' team, their team is kryptonite to Larry. So whoever wins there is beating Larry. Like, I will put all my winning money. I'll double up my money just to say it. But let me see who's if I've beat Chris more than Chris has beat me. Whenever we play first, Colin versus Colin Daniel. Okay, I beat Chris 1, then Chris, Cornelius, Colin and Fred, Chris, Larry, Colin, David. Okay, Colin, Matthew. Can Chris beat me? Oh, Chris is winning the head-to-head. So if Chris wins and I win, the playoff bracket stays the same because Chris has got the head-to-head on me. So basically, this week is gonna see how good Chris's team is, how good my team is, and this is the final. Like, this is not the final standing, but this is what it looks like going into the last week of the playoffs. I'm sixth, Chris is fifth, and yeah, like, let's see what happens this week, my guys. This week is gonna be hectic. I expect a lot of trades to happen because a lot of people need to make trades, but let's see what goes down. But it's King Colin Walker. You know how we do, baby.